Dear students, I hope you are all fine and studying well at home. Today we will discuss about the chapter Pair of Linear Equations in Two Variables. It is the third chapter of class 10th. Dear students, in the previous class we have learned about the linear equation in two variables. For example, 2x minus 3y is equal to 5 represents the linear equation in two variables. We can also write x equal to 5 as a linear equation in two variables. We can write this as 1 into x plus 0 into y minus 5 is equal to 0. That means now it represents the linear equation in two variables. So we can say that the equation which can be put in the form ax plus by plus c equal to 0 represents the linear equation in two variables where a, b, c are real numbers and x and y are variables. Now, the equation ax plus by plus c equal to 0 represents the linear equation in two variables with the condition that both a and b must not be 0 simultaneously. That means we can write this condition as a square plus b square cannot be 0. Let us understand this condition through some examples. Now we can write the equations in two variables like this: x minus 2y plus 5 equals to 0. We can compare this with the standard form. A is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 2. Now we can see that a square plus b square is equal to 5. That means a square plus b square is not equal to 0. Now let us try to understand this condition by some another equation. Let us write the equation as x is equal to 5. Now let us write this equation in the form ax plus by plus c equal to 0. That means in the standard form. Now writing this equation in standard form, x plus 0y minus 5 equal to 0. Now you can see that the equation was in one variable. We have converted this equation as a equation in two variables. And again we can see that by comparing it with the standard form, a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 0. If in case both a and b are 0, then this will not represent the equation in two variables. But in this case, a square plus b square is equals to 1. That means a square plus b square is not equal to 0. Hence, if both the coefficients of x and y are 0, only then we will get the condition that a square plus b square is 0. Otherwise, we will never get this value is equal to 0. Hence, we always put the condition that a square plus b square should not be equal to 0 for a linear equation in two variables. Dear students, we have learned in the previous classes that the linear equation in two variables represents a straight line and the solution of this straight line is the point on that straight line. Dear students, in the previous class we have learned how to represent the linear equation in two variables graphically. Let us take one example to again represent the linear equation in two variables graphically. Let us take an example, x plus y is equal to 1. You can see that when we put x equal to 0, we get y as 1, and when we put y equal to 0, we get x as 1. When we plot this on the Cartesian coordinate system, then we can see that represents a straight line passing through 2 points 1, 0 and 0, 1. The pair of linear equations in two variables is represented by a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0, where x and y are the variables and a1, b1, c1, a2, b2 and c2 are all real numbers. But the condition must be satisfied that both a and b, that is a1, b1 or a2 or b2, should not be 0. So we represent that condition by a1 square plus b1 square should not be equal to 0 and a2 square plus b2 square should not be equal to 0. Dear students, we know that the linear equation in two variables represents a straight line. And can you suggest what a pair of linear equation in two variables will look like geometrically? Given two lines in the plane, only one of the following three possibilities can happen. First, the two lines will intersect at one point. Second, the two lines will not intersect, that is, they are parallel. Third, the two lines will be coincident. Let us summarize the behavior of lines representing a pair of linear equations in two variables and the existence of solutions as follows. First, the lines may intersect in a single point. In this case, the pair of equation has a unique solution, that is, consistent pair of equations. Second, the lines may be parallel. In this case, the equations have no solution, that is, inconsistent pair of equations. Third, the lines may be coincident. In this case, the equations have infinitely many solutions, that is, dependent pair of equations. Note that a dependent pair of linear equations is always consistent. Dear students, now let us discuss the graphical method of solution of a pair of linear equations. Now let us discuss about how to solve the pair of linear equation in two variables graphically. Dear students, let us take some examples. Check graphically whether the pair of equations x plus 3y equal to 6 and 2x minus 3y equal to 12 is consistent. If so, solve them graphically. Let us draw the graphs of equation 1, that is x plus 3y equal to 6, and equation 2, that is 2x minus 3y equal to 12. For this, we find two solutions of each of the equations. Let us find the solutions for equation number 1. X equal to 0 and y is equal to 2 is one solution, and x equal to 6 and y equal to 0 is second solution for equation number 1. Now let us find the solution for equation number 2. X equal to 0 and y equal to minus 4 and x equal to 3 and y equal to minus 2. These are the solutions for equation number 2. Let us plot these points on the graph paper and join the points to form the lines. We observe that there is a point 6, 0 common to both the lines. So, the solution of the pair of linear equations is x equal to 6 and y equal to 0. That is, the given pair of equations is consistent. Dear students, we have already learned that a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0 represents the pair of straight lines in two variables. Now we will compare the ratios of these coefficients, that is a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2 to understand what does these equations graphically represent. If a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, that means these lines are intersecting lines and the solution is a unique solution. Dear students, now let us consider a pair of linear equation in two variables. X plus y is equal to 4 and x minus 2y is equal to 0. Let us draw their graphs. Now let us first plot the graph of x plus y is equal to 4. we can see that the graph of this linear equation will be represented by a straight line passing through 4, 0 and 0, 4, and the graph of another equation, that is x minus 2y is equal to 0, will pass through origin. That is, it will look something like this: x minus 2y is equal to 0. We can see that the graphs of these two linear equations, when plotted on the same graph, represents the intersecting lines. That means these lines have a common point. That means they are having a unique solution. Now, let us compare the ratios of A1 by A2, B1 by B2 and C1 by C2 after comparing these equations with the standard form, that is A1x plus B1y plus C1 equal to 0 and A2x plus B2y plus C2 equal to 0. Now, A1 is 1 and A2 is also 1. We can see that A1 by A2 is equal to 1. Now, let us compare B1 by B2. B1 by B2, B1 is 1 and B2 is minus 2. We can clearly see that A1 by A2 is not equals to B1 by B2. So, we could easily compare that when the ratio A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2, then the graphs of these linear equations will intersect. If A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is not equal to C1 by C2, that means these lines are parallel and there will be no solution. Dear students, now let us consider a pair of linear equations x plus y minus 1 equal to 0 and 2x plus 2y minus 6 equal to 0. Let us plot their graphs. Now we can see that x plus y minus 1 equal to 0 will be the straight line passing through 2 points, that is 1, 0 and 0, 1, and the equation 2x plus 2y minus 6 equal to 0 will be a straight line passing through 2 points, that is 3, 0 and 0, 3. We can see that these lines are parallel, and that means these are not intersecting, and that means they have no solution. Now let us compare the ratios A1 by A2, B1 by B2 and C1 by C2 after comparing these equations with the standard form. We can see that A1 by A2 is equals to 1 by 2, B1 by B2 is equal to again 1 by 2 and C1 by C2 is equal to minus 1 by minus 6, which is equal to 1 by 6. So we can see that A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2, but it is not equal to C1 by C2. Hence we can say that the lines which are parallel have a condition that A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 but not equal to C1 by C2. If A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2, that these lines are coincident and there are infinite solutions for these equations. Dear students, now let us consider a pair of linear equations represented by x plus y minus 4 equal to 0 and 2x plus 2y minus 8 equal to 0. Let us plot their graphs. We can easily see that x plus y minus 4 equal to 0 represents a straight line passing through 2 points, that is 4, 0 and 0, 4. And now let us plot the graph of another equation, that is 2x plus 2y minus 8 equal to 0. We will again see that it will represent the same line passing through 4, 0 and 0, 4. That means the lines are coincident, and in this case they are having infinitely many solutions. Now let us compare the ratios A1 by A2, B1 by B2 and C1 by C2. We can see that A1 by A2 is equal to 1 by 2, B1 by B2 is also equal to 1 by 2, and C1 by C2 is equal to minus 4 by minus 8, it is also equal to 1 by 2. So we can see that A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. That means the lines which are represented by coincident lines have a condition that A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. Dear students, now let us understand one example for what values of k do the equations 3x minus y plus 8 equal to 0 and 6x minus ky plus 16 equal to 0 represents the coincident lines. In this we can see that there is one unknown k. We can do this question by comparing the ratios of A1 by A2, B1 by B2 and C1 by C2. We know that for coincident lines A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 and is equal to C1 by C2. So first of all let us count A1 by A2, that is 3 by 6 which is equal to 1 by 2. B1 by B2 is equal to minus 1 by minus k which is equal to 1 by k. C1 by C2 is equal to 8 by 16 which is equal to 1 by 2. We need to check that A1 by A2 or C1 by C2 must be equal before equating these values to B1 by B2. Now A1 by A2 is 1 by 2, it is equal to B1 by B2 which is 1 by k. So for coincident lines k is equal to 2. So in these type of questions we can find the value of an unknown by comparing the ratios for a given pair of linear equations. Dear students, let us discuss the algebraic methods of solving a pair of linear equations. Let us discuss the first method, that is the substitution method. We will explain the method of substitution by taking some examples. Dear students, let us take some examples to understand how to solve the pair of equations by the substitution method. We have took an example in which there are two equations, x plus y equal to 14 and x minus y equal to 4. This is equation number 1 and x minus y equal to 4 is equation number 2. Now let us take some steps to solve this question. Step number 1. We can take any of these equations and rewrite this, that is x plus y equal to 14, and we will find one variable in terms of another. So we can find x or we can find y. So we are now finding x in terms of the other variable, that is y, and name this equation as equation number 3. Now let us discuss step number 2. In this, we will put the value of x found in equation number 3 in equation number 2, that is substitute the value of x in equation number 2. So first of all we will write equation number 2 again. This was equation number 2. Now we will substitute the value of x from equation number 3 in equation number 2. So x was 14 minus y. So here we will write 14 minus y and minus y equals to 4. Now we will solve this to find the value of y. That is 14 minus 2y is equal to 4. Now transposing 4 on the left hand side and 2y on the right hand side. So we will get 14 minus 4 is equal to 2y. That is 10 is equal to 2y. That means 2y is equal to 10, and we will divide both sides by 2. We get y is equal to 5. So now we will put this value of y in equation number 3. In this we have already found that x is equal to 14 minus y. This was equation number 3. Now we will put the value of y is equal to 5 in equation number 3 to find the value of x. So x is equal to 9. So we have found the solution of this pair of linear equation in two variables, that is x equal to 9 and y equal to 5. We can also verify these values by putting the value of x and y in both the equations. Let us check. In first equation, if we put the value of x equal to 9 and y is equal to 5, we get the left hand side equal to 14, which is equal to the right hand side. Now let us put the values of x and y in equation number 2 and verify. The value of x is 9 and the value of y is 5. We get the answer as 4, which is equal to the right hand side. So we have found the solution of these pair of linear equations in two variables by the substitution method. Dear students, let us discuss a very interesting problem, that is 2x plus 3y equal to 9. Let us give this equation number 1, and 4x plus 6y equal to 18. Let us solve by the substitution method. So we rewrite the equation number 1. This is step number 1. In this we will write the equation number 1 and find the one variable in the form of another, that is x equal to 9 minus 3y divided by 2, and give the equation the name equation number 3. In step 2, we will substitute the value of x found in step 1 in equation number 2, that is 4 into 9 minus 3y divided by 2 plus 6y is equal to 18. So we divide, 4 divided by 2 is 2, that means 9 to the 18 minus 6y plus 6y is equal to 18. So in this equation you can see that the variable which we were trying to find eliminated itself. That's why I told in the beginning that let us do a very interesting problem. Let us understand what does this mean. That means this statement is true for all values of y. However, we do not get the specific value of y as a solution. Therefore, we cannot obtain a specific value of x. This situation has arisen because both the given equations are the same. Therefore, equations 1 and 2 have infinitely many solutions. Now, let us do another method of solving the pair of linear equations in two variables. This method is called elimination method. This is sometimes more convenient than the substitution method. Dear students, let us solve few problems using elimination method. Now the equation number 1 and 2 are given. In step number 1, we will multiply equation number 1 by 2. We'll get the equation as 2x plus 2y is equal to 10. Let us name this equation number 3 and rewrite the equation number 2, that is 2x minus 3y equals to 4. Now in step number 2, we will subtract these two equations. The purpose of multiplying equation number 1 by 2 is to make the coefficients of one variable equal. So in this we made the coefficient of x equal. Now after subtracting these two equations, what we will get? We will get 5y on the left side and 6 on the right hand side. You can see that the variable x got eliminated. That's why this method is called elimination method. So we got the value of y as 6 by 5. Now in step number 3, we will substitute the value of y obtained in step number 2 in equation number 1 or equation number 2. So let us put this value in equation number 1 to get the value of x. So x is equal to 5 minus 6 by 5. So x is equal to 25 minus 6 by 5. That is x is equal to 19 by 5. So we can easily verify by putting the values of x and y in both the equations. So let us put the value of x in equation number 1 and y also in equation number 1. So we get the left hand side of equation number 1 as 19 by 5 plus 6 by 5, which is equal to 25 by 5, which is equal to 5, which is equal to the right hand side of the equation number 1. So it got verified. Now we'll put the value of x and y in equation number 2. So twice of 19 by 5 minus 3 times 6 by 5. So we get the answer as 38 minus 18 divided by 5, which is equal to 20 divided by 5, which is equal to 4, which is equal to the right hand side of equation number 2. Hence the solution is verified. Dear students, let us take one more example on elimination method. We have two equations, 3x minus 5y equal to 4 and 9x minus 2y equal to 7. So let us multiply the equation number 1 by 3. So we get the equation as 9x minus 15y equals to 12. And we will rewrite the equation number 2 as it is, because our purpose of multiplying these two equations by some constant is to make the variable's coefficient same, that is either of the two variables coefficient same. We have made the coefficient of x same in these two equations. Now we will subtract these two equations in step number 2, so that one variable got eliminated totally. So we got the answer as minus 13y on the left side and 5 on the right hand side. That means y is equal to minus 5 by 13. Now let us put the value of y equal to minus 5 by 13 in equation number 1. That is 3x minus 5 into minus 5 by 13 equals to 4. That is 3x plus 25 by 13 equal to 4. That is 3x equal to 4 minus 25 by 13. That is 3x equal to 52 minus 25 divided by 13. That is 3x equal to 27 divided by 13. That is x is equal to 9 by 13. So these are the solutions for the pair of linear equation in two variable, that is x equal to 9 by 13 and y equal to minus 5 by 13. We can easily verify the solution by putting the value of x and y in these two equations. I hope you will definitely try to put these values in these two equations to verify the answer. Dear students, today we have learned about pair of linear equations in two variables. We have also learned how to solve them graphically as well as algebraically. We have done two methods to solve the pair of linear equations in two variables algebraically, that is by elimination method and by substitution method. I hope the lecture is clear. Thank you.